When you're thinking about what to post on Instagram, do you ever catch yourself scrolling, saving posts from other businesses, and thinking, I can totally tweak this to make it work for mine? You tweak it, you throw it up, and between snack requests and school runs, you check back and there's just crickets. That's because copying random posts isn't a strategy. A real strategy is when every post works together to connect with your audience and lead them toward buying. And planning it ahead of time makes that happen without wasting hours on content that doesn't get results. I know planning seems really overwhelming. That's why on January 6th, I'm starting my Plan It, Post It, Profit Challenge, and I will help you create an entire month of Instagram content that actually works to grow your business and make more sales. Sign up now at the link in the show notes and let's stop wasting time on posts that don't pay off.
Once my client learned how to shift her approach without adding more work to her already overflowing plate of tasks to get done, she went from ready to give up to seeing 3,500% increase engagement in just 1 week. And in that same week, she saw a boost in her reach, went up 1,390%, meaning her content was getting in front of more people. And not only more people, but the right people, because they were also engaging a lot with her content and with her account. And most importantly, some of that engagement was getting DMs from dream clients who were ready to buy from her. All of this in just 1 week. Okay, so today I'm going to break down how you can do the same thing without spending more time on Instagram and chasing trends and hacks and tricks that lead to nowhere. Welcome to the Mompreneur Mastery Podcast, where we share actionable Instagram strategies that fit into a busy mom's schedule so that you can get more engagement, more leads, and more sales in less time. I'm Sydney O'Brien, an Instagram strategist who started my business with 3 kids under 5 and found a way to do it without sacrificing quality time with my family and only working 2 hours a day. I love helping other mom business owners find that seemingly impossible mom work-life balance instead of spending too much time creating content that isn't getting them the results they want. If you're an overwhelmed but very ambitious business owner and you want to strategize the heck out of your Instagram account so that you can save time and make more sales, you're in the right place. Raise your hand if you've ever stared at your Instagram ready to post and thought, why am I even doing this? You're showing up, you're posting, you're trying all the right things, but it feels like you're just screaming into the void. It ends up feeling like just a huge waste of time because you're putting in that effort that should be growing your account and it should be growing your business, but it's just not. It's super frustrating. It reminds me of when my kids ask for very specific meal for dinner. And then I go through the tasks of like buying all the right ingredients, spending the time to make it, and then putting it in front of them on the table at dinner time. And they're like, no, I don't want this. So frustrating. You're doing everything you've been told works, but it feels like the algorithm is just acting like a picky toddler. And if you're anything like my client was before she joined my membership, you probably thought about just quitting Instagram altogether because it's just not worth the effort. But here's the thing. It's not that Instagram doesn't work. It's that posting without a strategy doesn't work. Once my client learned how to shift her approach without adding more work to her already overflowing plate of tasks to get done, right? She went ready to give up from seeing 3,500% increase engagement in just 1 week. And in that same week, she saw a boost in her reach, went up 1,390%, meaning her content was getting in front of more people. And not only more people, but the right people, because they were also engaging with her content and with her account. And most importantly, some of that engagement was getting DMs from dream clients who were ready to buy from her. All of this in just 1 week. So before joining my membership, this client was doing everything she thought she was supposed to be doing. She was posting consistently. She was, using keywords. She was using trending audio on Reels because getting your face out there is a great way to get engagement and a great way to grow your account, right? But she was still getting crickets. And the worst part was it wasn't about the lack of engagement. It's that even with what engagement she was getting, it wasn't leading to sales. She told me she felt like she was putting in so much effort and getting absolutely zero return on it. And she was just ready to stop putting any time or effort into Instagram anymore. She was constantly second guessing herself. She was feeling really down on herself. And it just felt like another chore that was not worth her time. And it shouldn't feel that way. I never want it to feel that way for you. If you have ever felt like that, like you're just posting into the abyss and wondering if you should just quit Instagram altogether, I want you to know that, one, it's not your fault, okay? There's like a ton of random tips and tricks out there to grow your account and get engagement, but how much of that is actually strategized to lead to sales after that happens? That is kind of the key here for business owners specifically. And I want you to know there's an easier way, a much easier way, a smarter way that lets you work with Instagram instead of feeling like you're constantly fighting it. Because it's not just about following trends, okay? Trends are great. I love them. They can be really fun, a great way to show your personality, a great way to get you more reach, but they're only like one part of the puzzle. That alone is not a strategy for sales. Trends are like the frosting on a cupcake. They make things look good. They grab attention. They show off your personality, which is great for getting connection, fostering that connection and building trust with your dream audience. But that's not what necessarily keeps people coming back for more, okay? The cupcake underneath the frosting is your strategy. It is the plan that connects your content to your audience needs and guides them from being just a follower to an actual buyer. And it's a way to take those, the likes, the comments, the views, the impressions, and turn them into actual sales for your online business. So this client, she got the results I mentioned, the increased reach and engagement and DMs from following the weekly post prompts that I share with my members. And I know you're hearing this and you're like, I thought you just said following trends wasn't a strategy. And it's not. The thing is, I do send weekly post prompts, and some of them are with trending audio, a way to hop on trends to take advantage of that extra reach. But the real key difference here is that with the post prompts and the trends that may or may not be on there is guidance for actually strategizing the content with that trend, right? So you stay visible, so your account stays relevant, but you have to have the strategy behind it to guide your audience to actually buying. So there were 3 key changes that we made to her strategy, or kind of lack thereof. These are things that got her that increased engagement, that increased reach, and DMs for sales. Okay, so the first one was clarity. We're not guessing. We're not just copying what other people are doing. We're posting with purpose. So instead of thinking, what the heck should I post today? My client followed the prompts inside the membership, and every post had a clear goal and guidance how to complete the post according to where she was in her specific 5 steps to sales strategy. So that's number 1, clarity, posting with purpose. Number 2 is strategic content mix. The prompts that she was using, some of them are trends. I won't lie to you, because trends are helpful. I'm not saying all trends are horrible. I'm saying trends alone are not a strategy. So by using the trends and strategizing the content while using trends, she was able to balance engagement with authority and make sure that she was getting that extra reach and engagement from the trends, but had a strategy to still turn that engagement into sales, right? Because all we want from Instagram is to find the right people who will benefit from our offers, show that we can actually help them, and then invite them to work with us, right? To buy our offer, join our course, subscribe to our membership, whatever it is. And that's what those post prompts did for her. And then number 3, she made it so easy for people to take action. What you have to do on social media, even if you think you've made it so simple, you need to simplify it even more. People's attention spans are so short now. And especially on social media, when you're usually there trying to zone out, you're not really into connecting dots and doing a lot of thinking. The simpler and easier you can make it for people to take action, the more likely they actually will. So she not only stopped posting just to post, she was posting with purpose, but she also was taking advantage of this reach and engagement she was getting and strategizing that and making it so easy to guide people toward her offers. And guess what? It worked. People were in her DMs asking how to buy. And again, this was just in 1 week. She didn't have to spend hours planning content, finding what to post. She had the strategized plan ready to go in her inbox, and it freaking worked. Her engagement skyrocketed, her content was reaching the right people, and best of all, she was getting those DMs from potential clients because suddenly her content wasn't just something people liked, or it wasn't just something she was hitting post and it ended up somewhere in the void of the internet. It was something that made them say, holy crap, I not only want to work with you, but I need to. How can I make this happen? So if Instagram feels like a waste of time, it's not because of you or you're doing something wrong. It's just because you're missing the right strategy. And it's not necessarily about posting more. It is about posting with purpose. Trends alone will not grow your business. You need to have the strategy behind it that turns that engagement into action and makes it super easy for people to take action. You don't need to spend more time on Instagram. You just need a clear plan that works. So if you are ready to stop posting into the void and start seeing real growth and real actionable metrics that actually help your business, my membership gives you the exact post prompts that help my client go from feeling super frustrated and super stuck and ready to just give up to getting that 3,500% increase in engagement in 1 week, plus getting DMs from potential clients for discovery calls. So if you're ready to finally get a return on all the time you're putting into Instagram and actually save time by having an actual strategy and knowing what to post, head to the link in the show notes and join Post with Purpose today. Because you do not have to figure it out alone. And I want to help make Instagram work for you instead of feeling like you are working for Instagram. If you have any questions, as always, you can find me on Instagram. I am at socially.yours.strategist. DM me any questions you have, and I will be happy to answer. Thank you so much for listening to Mompreneur Mastery, Simple Instagram Strategy for Busy Moms. If you were listening to this episode and found yourself nodding along, I would love it if you would find me on Instagram and send me a message telling me your biggest takeaway. My handle is at socially.yours.strategist. And don't forget to grab your free 1 month of Conversation Starters content calendar so that you know exactly what to post to get more comments without spending hours brainstorming Instagram post ideas. You can get it at sociallyyours.biz/content-calendar or head to the link in the show notes.